Welcome to the Big Ree and Ace Pick 6 NFL
Bam.
Week 6. Let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls, NFL Week 6. Cannot wait. And when I say I cannot wait because we need to get to Week 6, Big Ree. You know what I mean? We got to put everything in the past, move forward, and, looking forward to a juicy weekend. A lot of interesting storylines coming out of the NFL, Big Ree. We'll start with one that I know I definitely want to get your take on, and then we'll get into the more juicy of the headlines. But let's start with that Cincinnati-Green Bay game last weekend. And I was watching that game. I was on the couch, had my cup of joe, had my breakfast. It was going good. I actually had a dessert box right there, Big Ree, and every 5 minutes just going to town. Do you know what desserts I had?
I would say blueberry pancakes, Kit Kat.
No.
Hershey's.
No. The dessert box I had a box of something, I don't know if you've had it before, Turkish Delights.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Turkish Delights, flown in, directly delivered by a good friend from Turkey. Okay, listen. From Turkey.
Straight from Turkey.
And not only did they were flown in, directly delivered to the door, they were vacuum sealed.
Oh,
okay?
Wow.
So the guy got the Turkish Delights vacuum sealed, okay, from Turkey. Brought them directly from Turkey, got off the flight, okay, landed in LAX, took an Uber from LAX back to his house, told the Uber driver, stop off at Ace's house, was about 15 minutes off schedule, delivered the Turkish Delights, okay?
Yeah.
And this was probably on a Friday night, right around like 8 p.m., okay?
Right.
Freshly, like just the Turkish Delights. Opened them up. I want to make it clear. I opened them up on Friday night. Had a big cup of tea with it. Everyone's like, well, what's up with the cup of joe? That's Saturday and Sunday, boys. Cup of tea. Had the Turkish Delights. Ate about 3 or 4 of them. Just fresh. Like, literally, like, they tasted like the guy just brought them straight from the bakery in Turkey into the box.
Yeah, like
vacuum
straight to you.
Sealed. And then, so Saturday morning, had the thing right there every couple of minutes, just going to town on those Turkish Delights.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, they were so good. Like, you got to add Turkish Delights. I mean, if I had to pick between a dessert, they're up there.
Yeah, for sure.
So I want to give a big shout out to Bruce, a.k.a. Zeus, for the Turkish Delights. Good looking out, delivered straight from Turkey. Really appreciate it. I just can't get my hands off. I have to put them away so I don't finish it. And I'm just like, Ace, what do you mean? You've been acting like you've been eating them all day. The box is literally like this big, man. It's this big, and I could probably kill the box, probably half the box in about 30 minutes, but I'm trying not to. Yeah. They're so good.
Hopefully you don't.
But good looking out, Zeus. And so, so I had a good, good food day last weekend. But let's get into I think we got distracted here.
Yeah, very distracted. Very distracted. That's an understatement.
Yeah, but back into the Cincinnati Green Bay game. I was watching that game. Reed, there was 5 missed field goals, bro.
Yeah,
5 missed field goals in a row. Back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah, that's
and
unreal.
I know you're a Packers fan. Crosby missed 3 of them. And then the other Cincinnati kicker missed 2, and one he got made, celebrating like he got the game winner. And they had to tell him, look, buddy, you missed. So what's your thought in general on the Crosby thing?
I mean, Crosby, he's getting the older. He's always a great kicker, but I think this is probably his last year. I don't know, but the Packers, I was just kept saying they got to cut this guy. But
I mean, if he missed 4, we have to agree he was donezo. He wasn't making it to the plane. They weren't even going to let him ride on the plane back. What do you think?
I don't know.
Dude, you missed 4 in a row? No chance, man. No chance. But that was interesting that I thought, like, I've never seen that ever.
Yeah, I thought the Bengals were going to win. That was one of my picks. Obviously, it pushed.
Yeah, you picked the Bengals, and that was looking good, but start missing field goals, that's what happened.
Yeah.
They should have won that game. And then the second one is the juicy Raiders out of Las Vegas. We got head coach and GM John Gruden off a 10-year, $100 million contract with the Raiders a few years ago. Had to resign abruptly yesterday because of emails that have been coming out from 10 years ago. So what's your thought, Big Ree?
The worst is all this is coming because they're investigating Washington.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So, I don't know how that's coming, but a lot of more shit is going to come out, and then it's going to keep coming out. So, it's for the Raiders' own good. I mean, even after they started out pretty good, but it's for their own good.
I think I agree with you. I think it sucks that the Raiders started good, and finally I think Gruden's they're going to be at least a 500 team and 8-9 wins at least, hopefully get to 10, 11, 12, but timing sucks. But look, I think he resigned because there's going to, like you said, there's going to be a lot more that's coming out, maybe worse that's going to come out. I think I read an article today that the NFL is going to release 650,000 emails.
Oh, wow.
And so it's pretty crazy. I think he had to resign. There's just too much. I mean, everyone's saying he's donezo now as a coach and analyst.
He is. No one's hiring.
I think there's a slight chance, maybe 5 years down the road, if he wants to get into college, he has a chance to, but I don't think he cares. He has enough money.
Yeah,
he'll ride in the sunset.
If he's getting paid still, he's the biggest winner out of this. I mean,
he negotiated some buyout. They told him,
hey, probably like $30 million.
Going to give you 30, 40, maybe 20 million and just move on.
And sometimes you got to accept the W and move on.
It's probably going to get worse.
Yeah.
It's probably going to get worse, and it's going to be a bigger distraction. So I think it was the right move, and it's going to be interesting to see what comes out. Just remember, that's a lesson for the boys and girls out there. 10 years later, be careful what you put out there on the web. Social media, Instagram, TikTok.
That's why I'm not on it.
You never know. You never know what's going to come out, and it can come out years later. So that's that. Let's get into some shout-outs for the week. Want to give a shout-out to Pac-Man from Southside Chicago, but now living in Las Vegas. Gonna give a shout-out to Alex Gidley. Shout out to Alex Gidley. Want to give a shout out to Justin Yang. What up, Justin? Justin's in there, and this guy's always putting some picks in there, so he kind of knows his stuff. Want to give a shout out to Nelson Fong. That guy's in there throwing some parlays and getting into action, so shout out to Nelson. You want to give a shout out to anybody, Big Wee?
No. Let's get into the docket.
What about a shout out to Teak? What up, Teak? Teak from Colorado? That's a big fan. Anything else, Big Ree?
That's pretty much it.
I want to give a shout out to Harry B. Where you at, Harry? Hit me up this weekend. Let's get together, Harry B. All right, without further ado, then we're gonna get to the docket of games, Big Ree.
Yeah, let's go.
Here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1. We got the Miami Dolphins at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Dolphins are a 3.5-point favorite. Miami 1-4, coming off a 45-17 loss to Miami. They got spanked, but as bad as this game was, it was only 24-17 going into the fourth. So they got demolished in the fourth quarter. They are on a 4-game losing streak. Look, they're in the bottom 3 in all categories. Offense, defense. I mean, it's just a crap show right now with Miami. They're hopeful to get quarterback Tua back this week and Devontae Parker. And I know they had a lot of other injuries, so hopefully they get healthy from Miami. Then we got Jacksonville 0-5, coming off a 37-19 loss to Tennessee. They've given up, 30 points per game on average. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence looks like he is improving week by week, but still not looking good. Running back Robinson is playing pretty good, 5.8 yards per carry. But I think Miami, I know everyone's saying they're donezo, but I don't believe they're donezo just yet. And I think they need this win. I think they get this win. Jacksonville is another crap show. But I like, that guy Jacoby Brissett is not playing that bad, actually, to be honest. And maybe Tua comes back. I like Miami here. I'm taking Miami minus 3.5. Game 2, we got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. The Broncos are a 3.5-point favorite. Las Vegas 3-2, coming off a 20-9 loss to Chicago. I told you guys last week, take Chicago plus 5.5. This is their second straight loss after starting 3-0 for the Raiders. Derek Carr had a bad game last week. Prior to that, he was playing well. Look, Raiders do have a top 10 defense. But let's talk about, there's going to be a lot of kind of controversy, a lot of stuff going on with the John Gruden resignations. I don't know if that's going to affect the team, but there is going to be some drama around that. Then we got Denver 3-2, coming off a 27-17 loss to Pittsburgh. Look, this game was over in the third. Pittsburgh's up 24-6, so don't let that score fool you. This game was already donezo. They also started 3-0 and then have lost 2 straight. And look, Denver 3-2, but their wins are against the Giants, the Jets, and Jacksonville.
Jaguars.
Look,
the legit Jaguars.
Yeah, the Jaguars. Those 3 teams are combined 2-13. So look, Denver, I'm not impressed with. I think the Raiders, even though everyone's going to say they're going to play like crap because of the firing, I think they're going to be amped up, and I think they get this win. And I like Las Vegas plus 3.5, lock of the week. Game 3, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Tennessee Titans. Buffalo is a 5.5-point favorite. Buffalo 4-1, coming off a big 38-20 win versus Kansas City. They played well. They beat the Chiefs. Everyone's trying to say the Chiefs are donezo and they're done for the year.
We got a very credible insider source. That says the Chiefs are done.
Completely done. No chance to win the Super Bowl. Our source, a.k.a. the Godfather, is saying no chance there. Look, Josh Allen playing great. 12 TDs and only 2 interceptions. Defense is playing lights out. They're top on almost every category. And look, 4 of their wins, which they're 4-1, came against the bottom 7 defenses in the league.
Right.
And look, their defense is legit. Let's be honest. Let's make no mistake about it. But I don't trust their offense just yet. And I know everybody is hyped about Josh Allen. I know you're a Josh Allen fan.
You can't say hyped. He's lived up to the hype. He's the favorite to win the MVP.
So far, right? So far he is.
Yeah.
But there's no way that's going to stand. But I know these Bills Mafia and these Bill fans are no joke, so I'll tame my words here because I personally know some Bill fans that you talk crap, they're going to try to beat your ass, literally. And so, that's one thing when, you're 5'8", 125, but you talk to some Bills fans that are 6'2", 280, you're going to be a little bit more tamed. You know what I mean? And so I'll calm my words because I don't want to get some wrath after this video. Then we got Tennessee 3-2, coming off a 37-19 win versus the Jags. Look, they've played pretty well ever since that Week 1 loss versus Arizona. I know they had that loss to the Jets, but they're missing their top 2 receivers. And then also, the Jets had a miracle fourth quarter to come back, and they still needed overtime to win that game. Ryan Tannehill is off to a slow start. I think 6 TDs, 3 interceptions. When last year he had 33, so he's off to a slow start. But Derrick Henry is making up for it. That guy is playing lights out through 5 games, 640 yards on the ground. 2 games with 3 touchdowns already. And I was just talking to Big Reed prior to the cast. Look, you guys want some juice there? You guys want some high value? Derrick Henry MVP odds 40-1 right now. It's going to take probably 2,000 yards on the ground and say 20 TDs, and they're going to have to win at least 12 games at least. But look, Henry could get to 2,300 yards, and you give him 20 TDs. I think this 40-1, boys. That's all I can say. 40-1. But I like Tennessee here, and I want to make it clear. I'm calling Tennessee to win outright upset. I'm taking Tennessee plus 5.5. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
The first game I got is the Cowboys at the Patriots. We got the Cowboys coming off a 44-20 win. This win, I'll give it to them. They played well, but Saquon went down early. Then Danny Dimes went down with his concussion, so nothing really impressive here against a bad defense. They had a pick six at the end. Zeke had a huge day. We got the Pats barely squeaking out a win versus the Texans, 25-22. Mac Jones was okay, 231 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I got to give the Cowboys credit. I'm pretty impressed with them so far. But I think everyone's going to take the Cowboys here. The spread is very low. I'm going to take the Patriots plus 4. The next game I got is the Cardinals at the Browns. We got the 5-0 Cardinals coming off a 17-10 win versus the 49ers. Browns coming off a 47-42 win to the Chargers. Shootout came down to the wire, you know. Baker Mayfield playing all right, not playing good like everyone expected him to. I mean, the guy has 4 passing touchdowns on the season, for God's sake. Kyler Murray is playing lights out. MVP season right now. Chase Edmonds is running the ball well, along with James Conner pushing it in at the red zone, playing really good. DeAndre Hopkins having a good season, along with AJ Green and Rondell Moore. But I think the Browns pull this one out as long as Baker Mayfield hands it off to Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. So I'm taking the Browns minus 2.5. That's my lock of the week.
Bam.
The last game I got is the Bengals at the Lions. Bengals coming off a 25-22 loss, as Ace mentioned, talked about it the whole time. Lions 0-5, coming off a 19-17 loss versus the Vikings. Joe Burrow's been playing really good. That connection with Jamar Chase from LSU. Lions have been playing solid, not too bad, but 2 losses on game-winning field goals. This is going to be a really good one, but I'm taking the over 47.5 here. Anything to add before we log off?
I want to give my survivor pick of the week. You know, we got Kansas City versus Washington football team. I'm taking Kansas City as my survivor pick. You want to throw in a survivor?
I can't even look at all of them, so I'll post it on Instagram. So make sure to follow us on Instagram, like, subscribe, and comment.
All right, boys.
Peace out, guys.